What's up, Padawans? What's up, Padawan? Afro Joe the Wookie, telling like a TIE is like always. Now, everybody knows this young lady, Angela Bates. You might have seen on the show called All That. And she came forward, I know I'm a little bit late on this, but she came forward about how when she was on the show All That, she was abused by the hand of her mother. And I felt bad to hear the story because, look, one thing is I tell people, it's like growing up, people know how it is in the limelight. And to see, and you gotta look at it like this, man. When you are a child and you growing up in that kind of limelight, especially through the '90s, like from each decade, from the '50s, '60s, '70s, '80s, and '90s, especially from the '60s, '70s, and '80s and '90s, kids go through a lot in the show business because each decade was different, but it always has the same routine. Back then, these child stars have been through hell and back. I've done a video about how what's his name, Corey Feldman, wrote a book about being molested as a kid. Him and Corey Haim. Even Todd Bridges talk about it. Even Danny Bonaducci, Dooch talks about it. If you look it up on YouTube, you can find them doing interviews talking about how when they was kids in the limelight, they was abused by adults. And this girl's probably this young lady is my age. I'm 31. This girl's like around my age. And I used to watch her up on all that. She was the first cast member to leave the show. First cast member to leave the show. And it was so nuts because when I was growing up watching her, I thought she was very cute. But to hear her story that she was abused by her mother's hands is something else. By the hands of her mother, it's very terrible. And the way she put it is where, excuse me, when she was on the set, her mother abused her. Cast members heard it, producers heard it. I'm like, okay, now she was abused on the show. No cast members couldn't do nothing. Okay, that was all kids. What can a kid do to save another kid? Nothing. A kid couldn't do nothing. You could sit there. Why didn't Kenan Thompson do nothing? Why didn't Kel Mitchell do nothing? Why didn't Katrina Johnson do nothing? Why did Lori Beth Denver do nothing? There were kids. They couldn't do nothing. But the adults on the show could have did something to save this girl, but they didn't. But I'm gonna show you a video of her talking about it, and here we go. I know the video might be messed up a little bit, but I'm gonna post the video link in the description box. I'm gonna give credit to the shade room. Here we go.
From 1992 to 1996, I was a series regular on Nickelodeon's All That. I was only 12 years old, and that's when my nightmare began. I was physically, mentally, emotionally abused in front of the producers and cast members, and sometimes they could even hear me yelling. But nothing was done to help me until approximately 1996 when CPS was called. And when CPS came, I was pressured by all the adults that were set to protect me to stay silent. I did, and I have. But I can no longer stay silent, and I won't. My name is Angelique Bates, and I am an adult survivor of child abuse, and this is my story.
See, that was her voice telling. I'm like I said, I'm put the video in the description box so you can watch for yourself. But it's like this, y'all. Nobody helped her, and people don't know how bad it is in the industry. And you wonder why kids in the industry turn out to be the way they are today. Ever since some of these kid stars come out telling the world what goes on in the industry, it does shine a light on what really goes on. It really does. It really shines out there on what really happens. And she just told you she was abused by the hands of her mother. It's been everywhere, man. And I sit there now, and it's sad to see that somebody that I grew up watching was abused by the hands of her mother. You had so many celebrities come out that was in the industries for so long. Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, Tom Bridges, Danny Bonaduce, and so on and so forth come out the woodwork saying, I was molested, I was raped, I was abused, I was screwed by my parents. They have come out so much saying this. And all these people can say, oh, they're crazy. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. You got to question what got them there in the first place. Why did Corey Haim and Corey Feldman do drugs? Why did Danny Bonaduce have such of an anger problem? Why did Tom Bridges have a drug problem? Why did Gary Coleman divorce his parents? You gotta question this. This girl went through hell and back on the set of all that. And it's sad to sit there and say this girl's been abused. It has. It's something else to learn. This girl did not deserve that. She did not deserve that. And you. But now I look at it on certain things, and I look at it like this: when the parents put the kids in movies, you got to question the parents more than you question the child. The reason why I say this is because which is more important, that child or that money? The child or the money? Because one thing, if that money is more important than that child, it shows me where you stand in life. Your child grows up to be this awkward person in their adulthood. Like when I looked at Justin Bieber, he became famous off of YouTube. His mother was his only parent. His dad was nowhere near. But when he got famous, what happened? His dad showed up, and you see how he acts. He went from oh baby, singing all about that, to smoking weed, getting all these tags, saying nigger. You gotta question, what was the mama doing? What was his parents doing? Where was y'all at? Why wasn't y'all watching him so he wouldn't make these mistakes? Same with Miley Cyrus. It's like Billy Ray. What was more important? Your career or your daughter's safety? This goes on in the meat. This goes on every day in the entertainment industry. And I've seen there's been kid actors, man, that dropped off the face of the earth. The girl that played in Curly Sue, she got out of the business. Now she's trying to get back in her adulthood. The girl that played Matilda, same thing. Dropped down, got her a better job, got her life together. You just don't know. People just don't know. And I sit there and our question is, I'm gonna do this one better. Cause I sit here and I was like, there's kids out there that's been abused. Now this is the picture. This is Curly Sue, the girl that played Curly Sue. You might have seen her on The Voice. See how quick that is? But I tell you this: once you get in the entertainment business at such a young age, and you're in there, I give this girl right here so much appreciation right here because she got out of the business after she couldn't find work. She did get an education, but she did go through some problems with drug and alcohol. See, it happens. The entertainment industry does that to people. She's married, got kids, she's trying to get back on track. She's doing the right thing. But you see how she's coming. The girl look good. I wish she was my wife. But like I said, the entertainment business, you definitely got to be careful of when you're putting your child in that. And the reason why is because one thing is it's a dangerous job. It's not dangerous like being a fireman or police officer, but it's mentally dangerous in a way. Put it at that, mentally, because you never know what's going to happen. It's mentally going to happen. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Tumblr. Tell me what you think. Subscribe to my channel, CeeLo Jr. 2, CeeLo Jr. 3. Like I always say, man, don't be a Sith Lord, be a Jedi. If you ain't down with the Wookiee, you're digging the Boogie ass. Now, like I said, I'm gonna put the video down in the description box. I'm gonna give credit to Dark, what is the shade? Shade Room. Yeah, the Shade Room. I gotta give props to the Shade Room. I'm Afro Joe, 10 like a TI is again, once again. Peace, love, and Afro Grease.